And this is the final reading, the third reading of the final bill to go through as part of the government's package of measures on carbon pricing. The carbon tax bills, called the Clean Energy Future Bills, have had their third reading, have gone through Parliament. This is the final piece of legislation. Yesterday in the Parliament, Bob Katter switched sides. He voted against the government's climate change bills but voted for the Steel Transformation Plan. He's done so on amendments this morning, so we're expecting that he will vote with the government again on the Steel Transformation Plan, and the margin will be slightly wider.
This bill, the Steel Transformation Plan Bill 2011, be now read a third time. Members should have remained in their places unless they were changing their vote from the previous division, in which case they should have reported to the tellers by now.
Sorry, Michael. Harry Jenkins, the Speaker, is just ordering the tellers, counting the votes. This count, as the counts have been, as the morning has progressed, been quite a quick one, Michael.
Yes, and as we await what we now officially will be the final vote for the carbon tax legislation of the House of Representatives, as you mentioned earlier, Linda, the government has the mammoth task of selling this legislation to a still very much sceptical electorate. But it is worth pointing out that the compensation measures allied to the carbon tax actually start flowing to some people from as early as...
Here we go.
back.
5 noes, 71. The question is therefore resolved in the affirmative. The Clerk.
Third reading, a bill for an act to provide for the transformation of the Australian steel manufacturing industry and for related purposes.
Order. I have received a message from the Senate returning the Higher Education Legislation Amendment, Student Services and Amenities Bill 2010 without amendment. Order. The galleries to come to order.
And there we see the government MPs and ministers filing out. We saw the Prime Minister and the Climate Change Minister, Greg Combet, congratulating each other and receiving the congratulations of other government members. Even the former Prime Minister, Kevin Rudd, came over to congratulate them and walked out of the chamber with a big smile on his face, just in front of the Prime Minister, who also had a big smile on her face. And it does seem like one MP is being ejected from the House. There was a bit of rowdiness from the opposition and from the galleries as well as the bills went through. Applause too.
The opposition whip can take his place.
And Harry Jenkins is just asserting his control back over the chamber as the bills have passed through and the noise from that dies down. I'm still with the Shadow Parliamentary Secretary from the Environment, Simon Birmingham.